much right after we defeated a stone juggernaut. So we checked out the room that it was in. We found a book with a recipe for horseshoes of speed, which will be useful at some point, but not yet. There was a chest that had a couple of shadow gems in it, and there was a lever in a wall that was possibly the off switch for the stone juggernaut, but we like to do things the hard way. Um, we were a little confused as to why the room was so protected, because before anytime we found the shadow gems, they weren't really protected, they were just hidden. But that said, they've almost always been in use. Um, and then we went back to the hidden room in the hallway to see if we could get some rest. A few hours in, we heard a commotion down the hallway, and we figured it was probably our allies, so we went out to assist, fought a bunch of trolls in the hallway, and then back in the room further down with the statues in it. Um, the mysterious armored troll was there and seemed to be, if not on our side, at least against the trolls that we were fighting. And after the fight was done, a few of Orkard's warriors had fallen in the fight, but we were able to chat with the armored troll, learn his name is Rotbro, um, and we kind of bartered with him for assistance. He wants to get to the surface and away from the city, and we want to get to the vault, so we're gonna help each other out for a while. And he also mentioned Rorgrol, the king troll, who's somewhere in these tunnels, but is very big and apparently just not a normal troll in any sense. He's got extra parts and things. So. And then we set up camp, but I think you just said that we're gonna backtrack a little bit. So
Yeah, so for introduction purposes, we're
yeah,
gonna back things up a little. But yeah, the group is Shadowstalkers. We're on session 37, 10th of winter at 7 a.m. So basically, after the fight, uh, there's some talk with Orkard. He says, while you were away, we had met another who seemed to be wandering these halls, and she seemed interested in meeting all of you, as you were friends with Zutan, and apparently she is as well. So he would introduce you to a strange looking. I guess you would look sort of elven, but what would you look like to them?
Um, so it's a guy character. That's it. One thing.
Oh,
The other thing, yeah,
I
yeah, that's
think
fine.
you were.
The other thing is seeing as the appearance, the Vethmil prefers to wear a helmet normally. So you see a larger 6'4" creature wearing splint mail with a helmet on.
larger, like beefier,
Uh,
or large just in height.
no, 6'4", just a little bit taller than the a natural elf size, just a few inches.
Gotcha.
So I guess you would have elven qualities.
Uh, yes, more slender, you'd say, than other races.
And what weapons would be obvious on you?
Uh, none right off the bat.
Okay.
No discernible weapons.
All right. So what would Schroeder look like to him?
Schroeder would be wearing a dark blue robe with a stone face mask and a large, very ornate, but probably unfamiliar to you design on the quarterstaff she holds.
All right. And
Interesting.
what about Calgrod?
Oh,
Oh, do we lose Calgrod?
Uh,
So we're suffering
Catbird
through.
is a push to talk and does not know what button to push.
Oh, Calgrod remains silently stoic for a moment as he gathers his
Uh,
thoughts.
so Calgrod is a 5'8" human with bronze skin and dark hair, a very well trimmed mustachio and goatee, and coal around his eyes and on his nails. He wears kind of a strange goggles that makes him look like a little bit owlish in general appearance. He's pretty fit, not burly or muscular. He wears a ample light blue clothes and a dusty turban that may have been once white, as well as a studded leather armor. He's got the obsidian dagger on his hilt and a shield that is marked with a symbol of deity that is not very well known, Shandakol, if you know a little bit your religion. He's kind of got a backpack pretty well packed, and as you travel, you'll see him like taking a parchment and like doing maps. That's pretty much one of the things he's doing. And he would introduce himself as Kalgrod, archaeologist of the Cataclysm. Pleased to meet you.
All right. And what about Balefire?
Balefire stands about 5'9". He's not overly muscular, but appears very agile. He's got very, very fancy studded leather, black studded leather armor on. There's a hip on his wrist, a hip. There is a whip on his waist. There is a longbow across his back. There's a rapier hanging from his other hip. Um, and he looks like a normal like wood elf, very smiley, charismatic looking. Yeah, he says, "I'm Balefire, Planeswalker extraordinaire. Pleased to meet you."
All right. And what about Nico?
uh, Nico is just under 8 feet tall, wearing the shiniest plate mail or plate armor rather that you've ever seen. You can try to smudge it, and it'll say "Not today. We're shiny."
Excellent.
Yep, and probably everything else about her does not seem to play that part. It's just the plate armor. Yeah, the plate armor, but she has a war hammer and a shield that she basically lives with in her hands. And hanging from her left hand, which is the one with her weapon, she has a little symbol. It's just dangles around, wrapped around her hand.
Do you have
Excellent.
Do you have any proficiency in religion?
Milu?
Yeah.
Possibly. Let's find out real quick.
Oh, do we finally have one?
Um, yes, I have proficiency in religion.
All right. So you'd probably recognize Nico's symbol. I don't know if you'd recognize Calgrod's symbol. It's a little more obscure, but you definitely recognize hers.
I worship Cord.
Yeah. Which,
Ah.
while not a commonly worshipped god, is still one that, especially someone trained in religion, would recognize.
Oh, all right.
I think Calgrod's god is a little bit more rare, so that might require a check.
I would certainly have that would have been part of my introduction for serving Shandakul.
Okay. So Orcard says he came in during the evening, actually a little bit before the troll attack, and yes, it appears he knows Zutan. But he wished to meet you all, as apparently he has come back to try and free the city of the undead scourge, which may align with our purposes.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I was made aware of an issue going on here, roughly about 100 years ago. The city used to be a very bustling trade center back then.
Hmm.
How far have you come in your journey to clear out these monsters?
We come from Deseret.
Mm, I see. It seems like you've been doing quite a good bit of work.
Yeah, we've been back and forth across the stupid town so many times.
Ah,
There
well,
are there are many factions at work here. Which one are you with?
I'm more so, I guess these days you'd say independent.
Oh,
I work for the Witch Knight Coven, who sadly I haven't seen a member of for a very long time.
He, he was a friend of mine, Zutan says, back 100 years ago when I was still among the living.
oh.
He is a fierce warrior and older than anyone I've known. Do you think you would have told your friends about how old you are?
It's no big issue for age wise. If
Yeah.
anything, he sees it more as a curse,
Well,
living so long.
he's been around for a while. We used to run together back in the days when I was a mercenary before I became trapped here. He's definitely a talented fighter, I can tell you that.
Yes, I have a talent for always getting back up, whether I want to or not.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Which Night Coven? Have I heard anything about them?
Give me a
Well,
history check, because I know you're trained in history.
I am
It would be,
actually.
it'd probably be pretty obscure though.
Yeah, right.
Would my history help?
Probably not for Calgrad. You're more familiar with like the history
Faye?
of the Fae, right? Or do you have knowledge of Gaian history?
I don't believe I've studied Gaian history.
So yeah, was your group connected to the Fae at all, the Witch Knights? Like, would they have
uh,
operated there?
no.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's unlikely that you would have heard of their order. Just trying to find a picture of Zutan. Uh, and your face isn't masked, right, Vethmel? Like they can see you.
It's no, it's I wear a helmet. Um, yeah, I find it startles less people.
Yeah, so
Same.
you might see that, or you might note that his face does look a bit odd. Let me reveal what you look like. You can
Yes.
kind of see it on the token, but
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah, it's you don't see him well behind the helmet, but you would like probably notice that his teeth look a little bit strange. So Orcard looks to the group. He says, "Are we good to rest and recuperate a bit, or is there more that need be done to secure the area?"
Did we just finish a long rest?
This is like kind of going back to the night before, so you are going to finish a long rest after this. This is kind of like a flashback almost, because there was some extra stuff that happened. So I assume at this point the group would just decide to rest here, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so you would rest. You would level up to 12. Luckily, Vethmil is already 12.
Hmm.
But it is now the next day.
Crazy. It's like it was planned or something.
Yeah, it's weird. Strange.
Hey,
Odd.
Lou?
Yeah.
So, as an elf, can I use 2 hours of the long rest to scribe a level 2 scroll into my spellbook?
Yeah, as long as you have the ink and the
I
materials
do.
you need. So yeah, that's fine.
Alright, I'm going to be scribing Alter Self.
The only thing is, I think you need to make a check for the scroll to see if it see if you do it successfully. Which I think is an Arcana check. The DC, I believe, is 10 plus the level of spell. Is that right?
Can I
Well,
assist?
I think he can cast the spell himself. So Alter Self is a level 1 wizard, right?
Level 2 wizard, which
Yeah.
I'm level 2. I have level 2 spells.
Yeah. So I don't think he has to do any check for the scroll if that's the case.
I thought for scribing scrolls there was a failure chance.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, maybe that. Okay, I thought you were talking about reading the scroll, but for scribing, yeah, I don't know the rules we're using for that. Yes.
If I
Why would
see
I have a problem
him
scribing it?
Let me see.
struggling,
If I
can I
assist?
give guidance?
Let me look it up really quick.
Sure.
Because I remember this coming up in another game, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize you had to make a check to scribe scrolls.
Yeah, I didn't realize that as well.
Let's see. Maybe it's under scrolls.
Proficiency in Arcana. Well, I mean, I depend. If I'm reading the Xanatar, so I don't know which one you're using.
Oh, did Xanathar change it?
Well, Xanatar has a new. Well, yeah, it may have been updated with Xanatar. They have a bunch of downtime stuff that have been like taken out. Spell level. Proficiency must provide material components. The spell must be prepared, or you need to have the spell.
Alright, how about
You know what? Let's just say you can scribe it for now, and if maybe I'm misremembering. So yeah, you can scribe it. Go ahead and just spend the what you need to scribe it.
So I just decided I want, instead of doing that, I'm gonna scribe from I have a spell book that I got from someone else, so I'm gonna actually scribe Misty Step from that.
Okay, yeah, and I'm fairly certain that scribing from a spell book, there's no chance of failure.
Great.
So
Great. So I'm
you
gonna pick that up, and I spent the 2 inks.
okay? Fair enough.
Thank
So you use the magical ink to add it to your spell book. So it is the morning after 7 a.m. Did anyone else want to do anything during the evening?
I had spent as much time as possible reading.
Same.
Okay. So you're reading, you're scribing. So in the morning, it seems like it's been quiet. No other trolls have showed up. I'm just going to delete all these hobgoblins for now. What does the group want to do?
I did. Yeah. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's? Oh, do you still have to bring back Deja, Calgrad?
Yes, I am actually going to bring back Deja as a spider. Deja is back.
So the squid Deja will poof away.
So there's like a big, like big for a spider, but a medium size spider that appears next to Catgrod, and there are some kind of magical runes that are glowing on it in different places of its body, but it's mostly pretty dark. And it immediately comes for like a neck scratching next to Catgrod.
Orcard looks around and says, "We took a good amount of losses on our troops from those trolls, but I think we are still in decent shape. Unfortunately, the first few trolls hit our infantry after they pushed past the Shadow Kai, so yeah, we took some losses. I'm going to keep defending this area until you think you find a safer place for us to hold up. The good thing is we do still have, again, the halls behind us to retreat to in the event we need to."
Yeah, if the Troll King is hunting here, like it seems it does, it would be extremely dangerous, and he would come probably from that tunnel over there. So make sure you get like double watch beyond the rock over there. And I do not think you should stand there if he's coming and fighting to attack. He's been killing troll very easily. So
Mhm.
He nods and he says, "Well, with the boulder there, it should give us more of a warning. But if we see the Troll King coming, I'm going to pull all my forces back.
yeah,
I do not think I can engage him even with the help of the mercenaries. At least
Good thought.
from what Rotbro has said, it doesn't sound like he's a fightable opponent."
So, Orchard, we have discussed with Nico, and Nico. I'm just checking with Nico. So are we talking about to Orchard about the sending spell?
Yeah, I can occasionally send you updates on our progress.
I
Would
I can handle that for at least an hour.
Yeah, but I'm thinking would like an evening report suffice or
It would be beneficial just to let me know that you all haven't been killed. If I don't hear from you, I'd probably send Shiva or one of the Shatter Kai to scout and see
okay.
if they can find you. And Shiva nods. She says, "You can probably avoid the traps in this place."
Yeah. Okay. So we will prepare an evening report to you so that I don't have to worry about too many spell slots.
All right.
Excellent. Well, good luck to you, and
And
hopefully you can find your way through this place.
and perhaps when we're done all this, we can do a proper ceremony for your fallen.
Yes, once we get outside.
Hmm.
So Rotbro would look to the group and say, "Do you still wish to go through the caves? Or was that more of a suggestion from before? I'm guessing all these soldiers, you'll have to go through the halls themselves."
No, your guidance will still be necessary for us. We need to get to the vault and through the cave. So we are going to need your help.
Of course, a deal's a deal, and I will do what I can to show you through the bunker to the ruined area where this vault might be.
Now, do we want to go through these halls, or would it be
I think there
efficient
was
to go?
still one more or two more doors that
Yeah,
we could go through.
and then to get where we're going, would those be the most efficient way, or do we want to go south just a little to where there's a hole to the undercaves?
That all depends on if we're bringing the entourage. If we're taking
Gotcha,
all the hobgoblins, then the caves are not an option.
gotcha.
Orcard says, "So, with this sending spell, do you think you could contact Jean Luc and let him know what we're doing?"
I think so. Let me double check what sending does real quick.
He says, "It might be good to give him an update since I don't think. I don't know. The group didn't tell him what they were doing, right? Because he hasn't
No,
been in
not
contact with a while.
no. It's been a
Yeah.
while.
So
Uh,
he does have his group of hobgoblins. He could help reinforce us.
Hmm.
while they are talking about that, I'm going to kind of gather with Balefire and the Shadakai and Shiva, and we're going to kind of show them that on the kind of low stones at the ground level, we'll kind of engrave. I'm asking Balefire if he has anything that can kind of easily make a mark on a stone.
Yeah, hey, I got something that'll work for you. Balefire sticks his arm in his bag and pulls out an adamantine short sword. Here, try
Oh,
this.
nice. That is so. Actually, Kelgod will recognize adamantine right away. Say, man, that is a nice weapon. What would you like? I would be interested to trade you for something.
Let's see. I noticed you have a Ruby of the War Mage that you haven't used in a long time. I'd really be interested in using that so I don't have to put my rapier away to cast spells.
Hmm. Yeah, I took it off with my shield now consecrated. I don't need it as much. I got the deal, dude.
All right. Thanks, man. Here you go.
So, and at the same time, so with the point, the tip of the short sword, I'm going to trace like a small a sigil that the four of us kind of recognize. So, and with kind of an arrow, and I will tell them that the arrow will always point in the opposite sense of where we went. So, if anything, see that with the arrow, it is actually the opposite direction that you have to take.
So is this a magical ability you're using?
No, just a tip of the adamantine sword to kind of scratch the sword, the stone in a kind of specific pattern that the four of us would recognize, and with a kind of arrow. But I tell them that when the arrow points south, go north. When the arrow points east, go west, and always go in the other direction of the arrow, so that confuse anybody else that would be seeing that thing.
So I guess maybe I'm a little confused. So you're making a marking that's going to change what it looks like?
No,
No.
no,
No,
no.
he's just making a marking in the opposite direction of where we're actually going. That way, if anyone else sees it,
Oh, like in
they're
the
not gonna
halls
know which. Yeah,
as you go. I
Yeah,
see. All right. So
I let
I got
Shiva
you.
and the Shadakai on the trick. Uh,
So they would nod and they say, "Yes, clever. All right. We'll look for your markings within the halls in the event we need to scout you out."
I
So,
and look. Well, thank you, Balefire. That is a nifty tool here.
Yep. You're welcome. I
I,
use it for bashing things.
well,
I used to anyway.
Yes, a little further back than y'all, I say. It does look like a very nice sword. I think it would do a lot of bashing or slashing.
yeah,
um, so
yeah.
in regards to sending a message to Jean-Luc, um, we're currently in the undertunnels.
Well, you are currently below the keep in the previously flooded passageway. Might be a good way to describe it. I don't think you've actually seen a name for this area.
Okay.
I mean, that's probably the only thing that Nico would know this place by.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I get a message in the right amount of words.
That's
Uh,
fine.
cool. So, what exactly do we want to? Are we just saying Shadowstalkers are in the previously flooded passages heading to the vaults? Can you join?
Uh, yes, I believe that Jean Luc knows where the keep is. Unfortunately, well, actually, the front gates have been seized by. Well, the dragon owns them, so you could probably just enter. Although you'd have to tell what's her face, Zana, that he's coming in. But you could probably just tell him to come in through the front gates and go underneath the keep to meet. But he,
Okay.
now that I think
there
about it, he says yes. We would probably have to tell Zana that he's coming, so that might require 2 sendings, or else there might be a misunderstanding and she could attack.
was there a way that doesn't involve like where he can come just from Chiron's place?
Uh, yes. So if he could get to Chiron using the passageways, he would probably have to go through what's her name's area.
Balefire's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dinara?
Which
Uh,
one?
Dinara.
Dinara. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Xana. Dinara. He'd probably have to go through Dinara's domain. But did she know Jean Luc? I'm trying to remember now.
I think we went through with him.
Okay. So the sword wraiths might just let him through, so that might be the way to go. Tell him to go to Chiron via Dinara's passageways, and then he could just come down here. So you have to get that into 125 letter message.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, just type it out and then send it to me. And
Yeah.
I'll let him know. But in the meantime, what's the group going to do?
I think we should continue exploring, figure out if there is a way through these tunnels.
yeah, agreed.
Alright, so where are you going?
I never went down this corridor, so I don't know if there's any traps currently.
There is a trap that way, Zutan says. I would not go. The blade trap is still functioning. Although, actually, now we just blocked the north hallway, so. I
Could
guess
you
we could.
point out where the blade trap is?
He says, yes, you see where that blob of sludge is? It's that 10-foot area.
Cool. I'm gonna dispel it.
He says, oh no,
Bellfire knows
it's
exactly where
a
it is, too.
it's a pressure plate. It's not magical.
Oh,
If he sees you begin casting something. So you have to walk between the plates, which is a little challenging, but if you are dexterous, not too challenging.
I know a certain number of us could just jump over
Oh.
it.
And it looks like you're flying, so you should be able to just bypass it.
Yeah, I can bypass it. Deja and Kalgrad can just walk on the walls.
Yep.
Balefire, can you, or you're super dexterous, so you should be able to make that, and Nico, I
jump.
believe, can just jump over it.
Yeah, I can clear it.
It has served
Would
us
you
well
be able
to
to bypass this, Vethmil?
Getting over traps and obstacles are no problem for me. Normally, I can just use my ability to Misty Step through those areas.
Okay.
Well, you could probably jump it if you're strong enough, Warcard says.
Yes, that's true, Orcard, but I don't like to risk it.
Nods. Yeah, so it would be a 10-foot jump, so if your strength was 11 or over, you could make the jump. But anyway.
Guaranteed, Lou? Or
Yes, so you can do a long jump up to your strength score, I believe, as long as you have a running start. So as long as your strength is 11 or over and you're not encumbered, you can make that jump.
okay. Then yes, I can make the jump.
Yes, I would.
Just one before we leave, I will actually give the Darksteel longsword that I had to Orchard and say this is what we have. The Shadowstalkers that your scout is kind of helping us hunt. We're using this weapon just in case you or one of your warrior may need that weapon.
He says, well, I have my lightning blade, but I'm sure I could give it to one of my hobgoblin lieutenants if you don't need it.
Yeah.
He says, very
By
well.
all means.
He says, "Yeah, we could ask Shiva to disable the blade trap, but I felt like it was a good protection against trollish incursion from that direction. So, if you can all bypass it, I'd rather leave it in place."
If
Yes,
we
of
know
course.
if we know where the pressure plane is, and that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's right here.
Yeah.
yeah, and I guess he could probably mark it with some chalk. Give you
Hmm.
just a definite marking of where it is. All right. So the group is going to jump it or get around it. I think you said Balefire. I think you would have to roll, so there is a slight chance you could set it off.
I have a
Uh,
strength 11.
well then, yeah, you could just jump it then.
Yep.
So fly, wall walk, and jumping. I think everyone can make it across without issue. Yeah.
So am I sending? I would check with the group before actually sending the message to Jean-Luc. But including with your men, it's 21 words.
Okay. So yeah, that would be fine for the spell then. Go ahead and link the spell.
Is everyone good with that message?
Yeah.
Alright, spend the spell slot. So yeah, you take your action as you mentally send the message to John Luke. He responds that he will try to find where you all are with his people.
Okay.
Alright, so go ahead and move yourself over there as well, Calgrod, because you can
Okay.
walk along the wall with your spider climb.
Yep.
Or I think technically, are you walking on the wall or are you climbing?
Well, I have a climb speed, so I'm not sure exactly how that looks for others, but I'm using the climb speed to cling
So
to the wall.
I think normally, because I don't think it, like, because that's a class ability, right?
Yeah, it's a ranger stuff. Yeah.
So I don't think it gives you like Spider-Man type sticking to
No,
walls. I
no.
think you're
I
more just
cannot.
climbing really well.
Yeah, yeah. It's not. I cannot walk on the ceiling or stuff like that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you just using the wall, you're able to climb across. All right.
Like a fly. He's got plungers on his hands and feet going.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's more just knowing how to grip the wall and move so you don't slip off. But anyway, you are all on the other side, so you can go ahead and continue moving yourselves.
Okay.
Hmm.
Isn't there a trigger for the boulder trap up here? Balefire's
The
been here
boulder's
before.
already spent, though, isn't it?
Yeah, so you saw, and Rotbro is with you. You saw Rotbro run down this hallway and it didn't trigger, so you would assume the boulder trap has to be reset. Which luckily that is the case because no boulder comes down when you move through that
Which is
area.
good because I'm not good at dodging.
And I believe we need to go this way.
Yeah, Rotbro would say, I don't know exactly where the way down is. As I said, I came up through the caves, but there are there are areas here that I have not explored. I didn't get a good look around this room as well, this large room, but yeah, there are areas south of the room here that I have not explored. So that could be a way to go.
It's the door.
Yes, that
Yes.
is a double door that is shut.
Can I look for whether it's locked or not?
So you look at the door. It looks. How would you know if it's locked? Are you going to try to open it a little, or?
First, I'm going to look at it and see if there's a padlock on it.
So there's
And
no
then,
obvious padlock. You don't notice anything that would be a trap.
all right. So looking for traps would be the next thing, and then I think, hey guys, let's see what's this way, and then Balefire will push the door open.
All right. So the door is unlocked, and it would slide or it would push open. Actually, without too much of an issue. opening into a fairly large room covered in guck. You would notice in this room, in several parts, there is a large platform up above, almost like a second level to the room that's about 20 feet up. The ceiling in here is at about 40 feet, and two massive statues stand to the south. You would notice a door to the south and a door to the east in this room. Also, lots of cracks on the floor.
I go ahead and conjure my my packed weapon.
All right. So that's a what is that, like a great sword?
Yeah. It's
Ooh,
a
that's
pitch
what.
black great sword.
So you would all see Vethmel sort of do a little chant as a weapon suddenly appears in his hand.
Nice.
Hey, Nico,
Right,
can you
tread
come over and give your
carefully.
boo a boost?
Sorry?
Can you come over and give your boo a boost?
My boo.
Yeah. Balefire says that. Obviously talking about himself.
Yes. If you're talking about you, I can give
Yeah.
you a boost.
Can you give me a boost, please? And
You've got enough girlfriends, though.
put me.
Oh, you want to be on that side?
Uh, so that's a 20-foot platform. I don't know if Nico could boost you that high.
I can pull him up.
I can throw him. I can throw him.
How
I can
tall
help
are you?
pull him up.
Oh yeah,
Nico-
well,
8
I-
feet.
yeah. I get. Well, also you could probably climb the wall here with the boost if you want to make an athletics check.
I can
Yeah,
also
I'd
help
avoid that.
pull him up.
Is the ground cracked right here?
I guess actually, sorry, that's a better question. Is let's investigate the ground or look at the ground, perceive it, and see if it looks like it's crumbly.
So that would probably be a survival check.
And I will either assist or gladly check. I've fallen through the floor too many times.
Okay, go ahead and give me a survival check. So it doesn't look like this ground is in danger of caving in, as far as you can tell. It just looks like it's kind of broken from maybe something heavy stepping on it, maybe old age, but you don't get the sense that it's going to collapse.
And Kagod will send Dija to climb and get on the ledge over there.
Alright, yeah, Deja climbs up to the second level. You would guess that this was probably some kind of maybe courtroom, or not courtroom, but like a large meeting hall area, maybe for events or something. Because it almost looks like you could have a bunch of people on the second story, like watching down to the middle area.
I'll climb behind her then.
Okay. You don't know how stable this platform is. It does feel a little crumbly.
Okay.
And it looks like sections of it have collapsed.
Okay. So we're staying there for now, against the wall.
So you don't notice anything too out of the ordinary in this room. It doesn't look like, well, actually, give me a perception check if anyone wants to look around. Or if you
I
have
have,
a... or go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I have. I'm proficient in perception.
What's your passive? Because some of you
Oh,
might...
passive is 14.
Okay.
Wow.
So, you...
Calgod sees everything.
apparently, yeah. So, let's see. The most obvious thing in this room are the two statues that stand at about 30 feet in height. But you would also notice a considerable number of large tracks, looks like signs of passage, which you would guess. Well, give me a survival check. Let's see what you know about them, Calgrod. Okay. You don't know much about them other than the fact that they're probably trolls. There's probably been a good amount of trolls that have moved through this room.
From which door? The south one or the east one?
Actually, you don't think they came from the doors. You think they
Oh,
came from these large sludge areas.
oh.
There
So
might be some sort of tunnel or pit underneath them.
I'll point that out to the group. Beware the sludge. Trolls, seems like trolls have been using them for traveling.
Although there are some troll tracks that go south, none of them seem to go east.
So that's our friend. Our friend has not been in that place, right?
Rotbro shakes it. He says, "No, I have. I've been in this room, but I have not gone south."
Right.
What's off to the east then?
He says, "I have not been east either. The well, I actually did check the door, but it's just caved in, so there's nowhere to go back there."
Oh, okay.
So south it is then, yeah.
Well, maybe double check the door to make sure you got the right information. The east door, maybe if you
So
want to check
Velfar
it.
will double check this door because Calgrod has trust issues.
All right. So the door seems to be a little stuck. This one opens outward, but you might need to use strength to get it open.
Hey Nico, can you come give this thing a push?
Yeah.
Well, it would be a pull.
Or pull, sorry. Thank you.
Perhaps I could be of assistance as well.
Ooh.
Well,
Yeah.
hold on, folks. If he said it's it's caved in, and you guys are agree with that, if we pull it, you guys may be buried by rubble behind it. If the door is holding the rubble, that may be a risky move.
He
I just
says,
want to know that
well,
Yes.
too.
Orcar, or not Orcar, Rotbro would say, oh, it's, well, at least last I checked, it was not holding rubble back. Just,
Okay.
yeah, it might just be stuck.
Okay. Oh, then that's worth doing it then.
Alright, so give me strength checks,
And,
Nico. And,
and I've Jijia climb to the ceiling and move over there.
okay. Oh, yeah, so yeah, you yank on this door. Maybe like the first time it doesn't open, but the second yank with you and Vethmil working together, the doors would pop open, revealing an area that is indeed pretty much caved in. It looks like several large rocks have fallen from the ceiling, preventing passage down the hallway any further than this small area.
So south.
Well, that doesn't seem too helpful.
Right, so examine the door, see which way it looks like it's gonna go.
This one as well opens inward towards you.
Alright, let's give it a pull.
Alright, so this one is a little bit easier to get open. You pull on the double doors, and they do indeed open, revealing a hallway.
So while they're opening the other door, I'm just checking the cave-in to try to find what could have triggered it. I mean, this is a tunnel, and the rest of the because what was that place flooded? Part of the flooded area.
So this here is flooded. If you look to the west balefire, you would see that the hallway goes down into water.
Hey
But
Schroeder, stay away from here.
this area, if you want to give me a survival check, you might be able to tell something about what caused the cave in. You would guess it just kind of collapsed due to maybe old age. It doesn't look like it was brought down maliciously. You can
Okay,
actually see through it a bit, and it looks like there is a hallway on the other side.
going east.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I'll follow the. I'll come with the rest. Okay. All right.
So yeah, there's basically a flooded area here. The water actually looks more fresh than you think it would be, so you're guessing that there might be some movement. It's not stagnant.
Hmm.
Like there might be some place down below that water is flowing.
But there's also a passageway south of that.
Yes, in the water you see, if you go down, there is a passageway south under the water.
I think we should stay
So
dry for now.
I'm going to just to send Dija here, but just to see kind of by the water to just in case something is kind of lurking, and she's kind of walking around and coming back.
Okay. What's her perception?
She probably not a lot. It's not. It's more like for triggering if anything happened. Let me double check her perception because she cannot talk to me.
Yes,
I
she can.
she can. I don't
Yeah,
think.
I did telepathic bond with everyone
Oh
in the
yeah.
party, plus
True, you have
Orcard and Rotbro.
so you have the because of the telepathic bond. Good call actually. She has +4 actually. Then. So that would be a 15.
All right. So she would tell you she saw something move when she walked on the wall here. Something in the water down south moved, as if
Okay.
it saw her, but it didn't come at her. It just seemed like something moved out of her vision.
Alright,
So
so
hiding.
I'll catch the other saying, hey, there's something in the south corridor moving under the water.
Now, does Deja have a language she could actually speak to Calgrod?
She can understand, but she cannot speak by default outside of the
Yeah.
telepathy.
So I don't know. Well, telepathic bond, does that use a language or does that use like some kind of weird telepathy thing? Like, do you have to understand each other's languages?
Whether or not they have a common language.
Okay, so yeah, then she could just tell you using mind speak, whatever telepathy sounds like thoughts, not language.
Yeah, because
Gotcha.
by default she cannot communicate back. She always it's always me speaking to her, not the other way around.
Okay. So as you're coming down the hallway, you would see a troll, which
Uh-oh.
seems to have been killed, as it's just laying there.
Oh, we are in the Troll King hunting territory.
Can I do a medicine check to see if it looks like it died the same way that the other one did in the...
So this troll, you wouldn't even need medicine as you get closer. Uh, it has been crushed into a flat, almost paste.
Oh,
It looks
Yummy.
like it died from massive damage.
Okay.
I want to look at the ceiling, see if something came from the ceiling and smashed it.
No, the ceiling looks fairly normal.
How does the ground look? Is there can I make some kind of check to see if there's any kind of pressure plates or anything?
So you can certainly use perception to examine the
Passive.
ground. Well, you can if you're gonna make an active check, you can roll, and if you
Okay.
roll below your passive, you just use your passive. All
Yeah.
right. So it doesn't look like it's pressure plates.
Okay.
The floor looks normal here. There's just a bunch of troll like guts and like blood all over the place. You think? Well, one thing you would notice, it almost looks like there are. Give me a Arcana check if you are trained.
That's me.
I was about to say I'm not I'm not proficient.
All right.
Another
So
shitty roll.
you point out. You're kind of pointing out the areas of the troll that have been crushed. Was that 18? Is still pretty good. It almost looks like there are tire treads going over the troll.
Could be another juggernaut.
Like something rolled over it.
Alright. Are there any? Can I check the walls to see if there are potentially any panels?
So with yeah, I mean, I guess you can make another perception check if you're looking specifically at the walls.
Perception.
But there's no obvious panels here. No, you don't see anything. It just looks like walls.
Can I peek around the corner to the north?
Yeah,
Without-
sure.
Just kind of lean over to a Scooby Doo look.
Okay. You would see a hallway going north, as seen here.
All right. Did you guys want me to just kind of go north in this hallway, so like, in case something kind of comes down it, we don't all get smashed by it? Just me.
Vethmil, looks at all of you and says, I don't have time for this, and then continues down the hallway.
All right.
Alright, so Vethmil is heading down the hallway. You would notice as you go into the hallway, if you have a passive perception of, I guess, 18 or over, that there are what look like tire tracks on the ground.
Uh-oh. So I'll point that out to the group, saying tires like the stone creature we fought.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So the creature kind of came here.
What do you make of this balefire?
Having the tracks pointed out to me, be like, well, we encountered a vehicle that made such things before, and it was pretty harmful. We ended up destroying it, but it took some effort.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what do y'all think the best course of action is?
Well, we should keep going. We are going in the direction of the room where actually the thing was, so maybe we'll find some stuff on the way. And the collapse for the east door is kind of in that area. Maybe we'll find something over there.
Hang on a second. So as you move around the north there, you would indeed see a familiar creature, which was not very friendly the last time you saw it. I need initiative rolls.
Oh, another one!
As
No!
it begins to power up, and you hear kind of a crunching as stone begins to move.
I just look. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Best
Yeah, that's what I was
initiative
trying to tell you
roll
about.
ever.
Oh, man. Going to be...
Guys, I rolled so high. I didn't roll a 1.
So yeah,
How high are these ceilings?
the hallways in here are 10 feet. So
Or about like up here?
yeah, the juggernaut pretty much goes to the ceiling.
Yeah, including up here.
Yeah, these are all 10-foot high hallways.
Does it just like automatically run you over, or like what's?
It attacks.
Oh, okay.
It can try to knock you down and run over you.
All right, so the first
I mean,
act
it
is
can
this
try.
thing starts
Yeah.
rolling forward. Calgrad, from down the hallway, you haven't seen it yet, but you definitely hear a rumbling as everyone in the front goes, "Oh shit!" So obviously something is happening.
I am going to move here and touch
Or
shoulder.
whatever the equivalent of Balefire and Vethmil's oh crap would be.
I like the oh shit.
Alright, so I'm going to cast actually Warding Bond on Shorter, who was my second ring, and I am going to cast that on her.
Okay. So you spend an action as you touch Schroeder, and the magics instill her with Warding Bond.
Yeah, and then I am going to I guess I'm going to kind of well, no, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to back up a little bit and here wait for what's coming after that.
Okay. Schroeder.
Okay, I can still do stuff while having that on.
Yeah, as long as you don't move more than 60 feet from me, the bomb
Yeah,
will
So,
active.
I don't think you have seen it yet, Schroeder, at least not from your
I
current
have
position.
not.
You as well hear the rumbling.
Yeah, but hearing the rumbling, I know how tanky this thing is, and should probably try to hit it hard. I will move up to here.
Okay.
Yeah, I can move up to there, and is that clear line of sight?
Yes, you completely see it from there. You're flying overhead of Vethmil.
Yeah. Then I will see how well it can do on saving throws.
Alright, so you point as a green beam of force fires at this creature. Can you link the spell description?
Yes, it can.
So you blast towards this thing, hoping it's not very dodgy, which doesn't look like it is. It indeed is not, as you blast its center mass, doing 75 force damage. As a large section of it is disintegrated, though it doesn't look wounded yet.
Right, and then I will move back here.
Okay, you then fly back. Nico.
I can see it a bit,
Mm-hmm.
so I will go here. Got that thing. And I will cast a guiding bolt at it.
Alright, you fire a
Um,
guiding bolt down the
I'm go
hallway.
I'm gonna bump it up to second level. And yeah.
Okay. Well,
Ouch.
unfortunately, a natural one will miss as the guiding bolt
Yep.
disperses off of its hard outer shell.
Yeah, and I'll mark off a second level spell.
Alright, anything else?
Um, no. No, I'll just glare at it, maybe growl a little.
Alright, Balefire.
Balefire will start blade singing. And then he will raise an empty hand and cry out, Bliskavka! And a lightning bolt will shoot from his hand.
Alright, you send a lightning bolt at this thing. So it makes another dex save. -4 would probably fail. And it is struck for 28 lightning. Oop, excuse me. Wait, does this thing have... I don't think it does, but let me double check something. No, it doesn't. Okay. So you blast it for the 28 damage, which would now make it look wounded as it sizzles from the lightning bolt.
Balefire, having tried this new spell out, is like, oh, that was cool. And then he will take a step back here.
Okay. Vethmil.
All right, I take my movement up to here, and I'm going to cast Divine Smite at the 3rd level, which gives me
Oh, well, Divine Smite, I don't think you have to cast it. It's just when you hit it, you can channel energy into
Oh,
the
okay.
attack.
Okay, then yes, I choose to use Divine Smite. with a third level spell slot, which gives me.
And you can actually, one of the nice things about Paladin is you can do that after you make the roll. So, like, you could
Oh,
say,
really?
yeah, so, like,
Yeah.
you could say when you crit, you go, oh, Divine Smite, and then you just double your dice. You don't have
Okay,
to
so
call it
I'll.
before you attack. You can,
All
of
right, then
course, but you don't have to.
I'll make my attack with my packed weapon at the machine.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
Whew.
30 would definitely strike it. Almost a
Uh,
crit.
there's my attack, and then with the divine smite at third level spell slot,
All
it
right.
hits for 4d8.
Yeah, 2 plus 1 per those levels. So go ahead and give me 4d8 minus a third level spell slot.
Yep.
Nice.
36,
Really good
40.
rolls.
Alright, so there is an explosion of radiant energy as you cut into this thing. Is your weapon is considered magical, right?
It is.
Okay. So the creature looks wounded, very wounded at this point as you bust up the front of it quite a bit, almost knocking it off its wheels. Anything else?
Um, am I allowed to? So I can with my paladin, I can make a second attack.
Yeah.
Um, so I go ahead and do that.
Alright. So as it's coming towards you, you swing again, hoping to take it off its
Yeah.
wheels. Oh yeah, 19 would strike. Cutting it. Oh, but it is still alive.
And let's see for bonus action. This is a tough choice. I have a lot of things vying for my bonus action. I'm going to cast Hex
Okay.
at it with my bonus action.
Alright, so you surround it with magical energies. Anything else?
That is all. I end my turn.
So the Juggernaut, barely alive, is going to push forward. It's going to make an attack on Vethmil as a huge ram comes slamming towards you.
I use my reaction to cast Shield.
Well, you can also do that after it rolls. You don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
another. I mean, you could do it now, but it might roll too high for shield to matter. So you could save your spell slot.
So you can make it. All right.
No, it actually rolled very poorly. You might not even have to shield.
Yeah, I don't.
So as the ram is coming forward, you just kind of step to the side as a huge battering ram goes woof past you, not hitting you. And unfortunately for the Juggernaut, I think it only gets one attack. Let me double check that.
These juggernauts have been cursed against us.
Yeah. So it probably from all the damage it took, it doesn't make a very good attack, and ends its turn. Calgrod.
Can you just double check that I have the 300 feet dark vision with on my token, because I don't seem to be able to see it, but maybe it's something else.
You do, yeah. It didn't come around the corner yet. That might be why.
Oh, that's why. Okay, it's on the corner. Ah, okay, got it.
Yeah.
So going to move over there, and I am going to actually toll the dead on it.
Dong. All right, so you attempt to.
Really quick, which ability check did you choose on your hex?
Who?
Ability check. Let me see one sec.
Yeah.
Which,
gets
Yeah, you
to
choose an
defend.
ability check and they have
Dis-
disadvantage.
Yeah, would get disadvantage to it.
Lou, help me out.
So yeah, I mean you can choose or like strength, int, dex, etc.
I strength. I assume strength is a good one to choose.
All right, so you gave it disadvantage to strength.
Okay.
Calgrod, it would fail, taking 21 as necrotic energy washes over it.
Ouch.
And it is withered as it just falls. One of the axles snaps and the golem just falls to the ground.
Man, Milo would be so mad right now.
no longer moving.
Man, this one was easy.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm quite confused actually. You said these were tough creatures.
Well, the
I mean,
last
look how
one,
much damage we had to deal to it.
Well, you
yeah,
did disintegrate the front half of it with that one
yeah.
hit, so you took
Yeah,
out a
that's a
good
lot of
portion of it.
damage.
Last time we didn't know what to expect, and it bulldozed through half our team. So when it hit
Oh,
one, it just kept going.
I see.
Um, and when it does hit, it does a fair bit of damage. But I suppose all we have to do from now on is disintegrate the front half of it each time.
Yep.
Yes, I think that does good work.
I'm gonna be collecting some stuffs.
One thing you would notice also is this one seems smaller than the other one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I figured it had a little bit less health, seeing as how quickly it got wounded.
The
yeah.
other one was a much larger version of it,
These things have babies? That's nuts.
apparently,
Hmm.
or just smaller ones. you
Balefire
would, you would,
sarcastic.
yeah. So it seems that it's just caved in at the edge of the hall here. You don't see anywhere else to go.
Okay. So
Uh-oh. Seems like
Sure.
we have to go through the Trolls King place.
Well,
Let-
Schroeder is definitely collecting some essence.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the highest passive perception in the group again?
18?
That's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I got eagle
I'll be right
eyes.
back.
So one thing you might notice, if you're who has the 18, Calgrod.
Yeah.
One thing you might notice is when you kind of look at this area here, the south wall here looks a little strange to you, kind of on the side of the juggernaut.
Oh. Aye, that would explain. Aye, folks, there may be something to find out on that last wall by which the creature was.
Well,
Shorter, your bomb is going to last for 1 hour, as long as you don't get further than 60 feet from me.
all right,
Yep.
just this time, if there's a hidden rune in their room and there are runes on the floor, disarm them for.
Said what now? Nah.
Go in real fast, Balefire, and see how
There's more
long
for me
it
to go
takes
in?
you to wake up. You turn to
I would say
stone
that's
again. You
quite
better
a
hope I still have that spell prepared.
Oh yeah, if you turn to stone, I think he's saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, give me one moment. I'm just checking something.
Okay, this isn't gonna work.
Not with that attitude.
Well, I keep making what I need the wrong size
Hmm.
because
Oh, actually,
I have
I
a
don't
bloody
know.
nose.
I don't know if this is gonna work.
perhaps I should share something with y'all. The I have as a 6th level paladin. Where's it at? Ah, there it is. I have Aura of Protection.
Oh,
Whenever you are a friendly creature within 10 feet of you must make a saving throw, the creature gains a bonus to saving throw equal to my charisma
So
modifier.
you might want to mark yourself with an aura then, just to
Oh,
show everyone
uh,
that area.
how do I do that?
So if you click on your token, and then
Yes.
go to the little cog that shows up, and then scroll down a little, and there should be auras that you can pick a color.
at me.
And it's a 10-foot radius. So,
Yeah,
Is it the settings cog?
yeah.
yeah.
Uh, Aura. Oh yes, I see. And 10-foot circle and
Guys, he already thinks we're friendly.
if there we go.
Okay. So that'll let everyone know what area they'd be in to get the protection from you.
Perfect.
Okay, so who's taking a closer look at the wall?
If that is pointed out, I would, and then I would go to collecting the essence.
Alright, so the essence will take you a minute. Do you want to do that first or
Yeah.
look at the wall?
Well, I may as well look at the wall first.
Okay. Give me an investigation check as you look at this
Yep.
area Calgrod was pointing to.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like there are two strange looking indentations on these 2 5-foot areas here. You might note that the golem thing has 2 rods on it poking out from each side. The front of it was disintegrated, so those rods are gone. But the back of it has those 2 rods that look like they might fit into the wall here.
Yeah, I will point that out while I go to collect the essence.
Hey, Balefire says, I'm really good at putting rods in holes. You want me to grab one of those and do that?
I'm just gonna sigh and facepalm.
Nice.
There's
This
a bit
is
of a
not
silence as no one seems to react much besides the sigh.
Like, tough crowd. Man, you guys gotta relax.
Yeah, Disha is rolling her
Balefire, go ahead.
Disha is rolling her eyes in her head.
8 eye rolls. So these stone rods coming off the golem seem to be attached to it. You're not sure how you would get them to put them into the holes there.
Hey, Calgrod,
Yeah.
you wanted to see if you can break off these rods off of this thing so that we can, we can pick them up and use them?
You did just get something for bashing things.
Yeah. Use your new basher.
How do you want me to break them? I'm not that strong.
Or, I
No,
have a hammer.
I don't know. Just
Oh,
someone.
you're talking with your adamantine sword, right?
Not mine, it's yours.
Yeah, that's true, but that's what you're thinking. Yeah, I
Yes.
need to get used to that thing.
Yeah.
So I
So-
start carving the rock with the sword.
Alright, so you think it's going to take a while if you do it carefully because you don't want to break the rods,
Okay.
crack them. Do you want to take the time to do it carefully or do you want to just try to break it and hope for the best?
No, carefully. I mean, we're not really.
Will it take less time if I help out?
Yeah, you could probably help. Do you have anything like stoneworking tools or anything you could do to do it carefully?
Technically, it's up to
I
you.
have masonry tools if someone would like to borrow them.
That works right there.
So masonry tools would probably be the way you do it carefully. I guess you could probably use the adamantine sword if you sawed it to do it carefully, but otherwise, if you're trying to smash with a hammer or something, you don't think you could do that carefully.
Right,
Yeah,
so let's use mason tools then.
We'll
Okay.
be careful. Yeah.
So
How do you, Lou? How do you feel about packed weapons? I have the improved packed weapon, so I can turn it to any weapon. But what is a pick considered? An improvised weapon?
like a war pick or like a actual miner's pick?
Either.
So I don't know if you could turn it into a miner's pick. Well, let me see improved
I was
packed
thinking.
weapon if you want to
Okay.
link it.
I
I think
link it.
I think it still has to be an actual weapon.
That's what I was kind of thinking. If I can find it, I have so many different things on here.
But
Improved packed weapon. There you go.
all right. So yeah, weapon. So I'm guessing it would still have to be a weapon. In any case, a pick would not be something you could carefully break it with.
Okay.
Who has a masonry tool proficiency? Does anyone?
Nope.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you might have to just use the adamantine sword then, because the masonry tools you would have to be proficient to use them.
Yes.
Calgrud,
So
I
I'll
have.
go. I'll go carefully with a sword.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of.
Okay.
Uh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Schroeder, give me alchemy or arcana for collecting the essence.
Give me 1 second. I am trying to clean my face. I have a very bad nosebleed.
Okay, no worries. So time passes as you are carefully sawing at this thing.
Does it look like it's going to take a long time, like an hour?
No, you'd guess like closer to like 15 minutes.
Okay.
But
I was gonna say I have a book to be reading, but if it's 15 minutes, that's fine.
just pull out your book to read. That said, oh, damn it. What is it doing?
I just pull an old man moment and start rambling on about some story that happened
Huh?
100 years ago.
Back in my day. All right.
Trying to keep people entertained.
Lou,
Yeah.
do you allow like the optional class features from Tasha's?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Usually, like which one?
Because I used cantrip versatility when we went to level 12 so that I could get the light cantrip. I could swap it with one of
Oh
my
yeah,
other
yeah.
ones.
No, those are fine. That's like once when you level, right?
That's once when you level at the ones where you have the chance to
Yeah,
gain ability
that's
points.
perfectly fine.
So I've been waiting since like level 9 when Ward left and just huddling close to whoever has a light source.
Yeah. You ran out
But
of
my shield
torches.
is lit up right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
But the one thing I will say, because this is taking a little while, and you're making a small amount of noise, I need a d20 roll for events. 11. Alright. So, luckily it remains quiet. Nothing is attracted by this slight, I guess, it wouldn't be a chipping noise, but like a sawing noise. And you manage to get both of these rods off.
There you go.
Are we gonna let Balefire finish his joke now?
Show you how this is done. He's like, but he looks at it though. And he's like, well, there's two here. Usually there's only one. So if someone wants to grab the other one, we can do it at the same time.
That going over.
But we're not in France.
Wah, wah. All right, so you're trying to line these up and insert the two rods at the exact same time, or how are you doing
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Trying at the same time on the count of 3.
All right.
Who's got the other one?
I'll take it. I'll step up and
Whoever's doing the second one, if you're
Yeah.
trying to do it simultaneously, it's probably going to be intelligence to try to get it exactly right.
Okay.
No, I can attempt to do that then.
Do you want to?
Sure. I already made a really shitty roll on my alchemy supplies.
Oh, for collection? So that would get you... are you mixing it with something else, or...
I already have some.
That's right. So you would get 65 gold pieces worth of stone juggernaut essence.
Okay.
So now, give me an intelligence check as you and Balefire try to align.
You want to guide me?
Who's guiding you?
I'm asking Nico if she wants to guide me as I put this rod in this hole.
Sure.
Guidance?
I will come over and slap you between the shoulders
Yeah.
and give you guidance.
All right. So you have a D4. So go ahead, give me inch checks to try to line these up. Okay.
For some reason, I cannot move my character.
Oh, you're probably in the wall. There you go. So
My
11.
torch.
There's your torch. Alright, so yeah, you get these to push into the wall, and there is a clicking noise as the wall begins to lower. And this is
Now we're all
probably going to break my lighting here, because I think I drew this wrong. So things might look weird for a moment. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Let me fix that.
That definitely broke your lighting.
It definitely did, but I can fix it without too much of an issue. So a large 10-foot area opens up. Actually, I can redraw it better now.
Are you sure you just didn't get rid of the wrong wall?
Well, they were connected, so that was part of the problem. But I can fix it. I can fix it. There we go. So, yeah, as I said, the southern area lowers down, and it seems like it opens into a room.
Yeah, I don't trust it. I'm gonna
You would
do a
note
detect magic.
that there is two more of these things
Yeah.
in the room. But they don't seem to react when the wall is lowered. They're just sitting there.
How tall is this room?
The ceiling in here is, it appears to be about 10-ish feet, same as the outside.
Damn it.
And you don't see anything else of note in the room, at least not from up here.
I don't think we want to wake these things up.
No?
You think there's any? You think it's likely there's anything in here worth dealing with them?
Sorry, I just realized it's not being shown. There is a lever in the room, over here.
Ooh. Fully.
Shiny. So yeah, there is a lever, which here I'll...
Where is...
Alright, hold on. Before you go in, Balefire, I'm gonna take out my rope and tie a loop in one end and just put it around him in case he turns to stone again.
I am using detect magic.
So these two juggernauts here look old and filled with dust, like they haven't moved in a while. Detect magic, you would detect a slight magical aura on the floor in here, and a slight magical aura coming from the juggernauts.
On the floor itself?
Yes, like the whole floor in here seems enchanted.
Okay, so I might be able to get in there safely since the floor is enchanted, which might be the trigger.
Is it lava magic? Is the floor lava magic?
The floor is lava.
What school?
You would guess it's a preservation aura. It's a transmutation. Light transmutation auras are generally preservation to keep things from aging poorly. You see them a lot in some of these older structures.
And it might not be the trigger.
What if this is possibly a maintenance area for these contraptions?
That is possible.
Could be.
Well,
Are we wanting to go in and test the lever?
I don't mind.
if someone other than Balefire is going, I was gonna put the loop around them instead, but you're already in, so...
So, as Vethmil steps in, nothing happens.
Okay. I'm gonna put the loop around him real quick anyways, just as he goes further.
Okay.
Thank you.
Loop.
Because that lever might activate them.
What loop are you talking about?
I tied a loop in the end of my rope and put it around Balefire because I thought he was gonna just go into the lever. But I took it off of him and put it on.
Nico's trying to rope herself a man.
At this point, Vethmil has already gone in.
It's fine. I'll be fine.
Okay, fine.
Do
I
I
thought he
detect any magic coming from the lever?
me.
It has the preservation ore on it, but no.
Okay.
Well, what you assume is the light transmutation.
I look back at the party. Am I pulling the lever?
Oh,
If they start moving,
one
pull
thing
it back.
you might notice now that you're in the room, Beth,
Oh,
is that there are lots of scratch marks on the walls.
interesting. I relay that back. Hey, there are a lot of scratch marks on the wall in here.
Not like a creature was scratching the wall, but maybe like something stone had scratched all these walls up.
Oh, okay.
They seem old, as if they were made a long time ago.
Okay.
Maybe the juggernauts were trapped in there.
Maybe. But I would second what Schroeder said. If they start moving, be ready to switch the lever back real quick.
All right. And then I switch the lever.
Alright, so as you pull the lever, this area that had came down begins to rise.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it looks like it's closing it.
Oh.
Are you going to step back, Nico and Schroeder, as to not be crushed by it?
yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, so
Um,
this would close. Give me a
All
moment
right.
to close it.
And these adventures we meet up with don't last very long.
And
Uh,
you would feel the whole area starting to move.
Move.
It looks like, or it feels like, well, actually, you can tell because the floor begins to descend
That's an elevator of some sort.
as there is a loud rumbling noise. And you all can't see this, but you definitely hear a loud rumbling noise within.
He's dead.
Y'all probably just think, yeah, he's dead.
Oh.
That could be our way into the
Can I
vault.
switch the
Yeah.
direction mid while it's going down, Lou, or do I have to wait till it goes all the way down to go back up?
As you attempt to pull the lever, it seems to be stuck.
Ah, I see.
Do you want to
I
try
may
to
have
do
to wait.
something, or are you going to wait?
As all things come in time, I'll wait to see if it gets to the bottom, if I press it, if to see if it'll go back up.
Okay, so it's seems to be descending. Lots of rumbling. One other thing you'd notice about this elevator is that unlike the other areas, there isn't like slime and sludge all over the floor, so you don't know if this area was flooded, which is a little odd to you.
Interesting. All right.
So as the elevator is lowering, let me check something. Oh, good. So as the elevator is lowering, you notice that parts of the wall, as you're going down, seem to be open because the walls themselves are staying stationary. It's just like a platform more than an elevator.
Parts of the walls.
What is your passive perception?
14.
Alright, give me a perception check,
Okay, I can do that.
as I assume you're looking around as
Yes. Perception. There we are.
Alright, so all of a sudden, as one of the areas of the wall is passing by you, a
Troll porn hanging on the wall. Sorry.
and I need to see if this is an attack or not. I need a dexterity saving throw as something suddenly
dex
comes
saving throw?
at you. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So 15.
Alright, so you are not luckily hit by this thing, as there is a large, kind of like a splatting noise. And you would now see what you thought was just air is something actually moving that may have fallen out of one of the openings that you just moved past.
Great.
And I need an initiative roll.
Oh, good.
Uh, these cubes. All right. Initiative
GG,
roll.
no read.
Oh,
Hey, you roll like me.
that's absolutely horrible.
Is everyone giving initiative or no?
Unfortunately, I don't think you all can get to him at this point because you just hear the sound of the platform lowering, but you can't really get through the wall. So I think it's just him, at least for now. So the first thing to act would be the cube again, as it kind of surprised you there.
Yeah.
So it's going to make a pseudopod attack first of all. Oh, that is a crit. Sorry,
Off to a good start.
it's not showing the rolls. Maybe make it show the rolls. So it would crit you with the first attack as a large pseudopod comes at you, striking you for 16 acid damage.
That's not too bad.
It is then going to attempt to engulf you again, moving through you, and I need another dex save as this thing tries to snap you up.
Another deck save. Can I use my inspiration on this?
You can, yes. You have
Okay.
one.
So yeah, I choose to use that. Dex, deck save. 20.
Alright, so you're fine, so you can choose to move 5 feet back to avoid being engulfed.
Yeah.
Alright, so go ahead and move 5 feet back.
Is that 5 feet?
Yeah, that's fine. So that's it for the cube. Vethmil, what are you going to do?
Are we still descending?
Yes, the platform is still going down.
Vethma looks at him, looks around, and looks at the cube and thinks, "What did I get myself into now?" And goes for an attack on the cube.
Alright, so you swing at this cube as it looks like it's coming at you again. 15 would strike. It definitely is not
Okay.
well armored.
I'm gonna use my divine smite again
Okay.
at third level to get the 4d8.
So you spend another third level spell as you cut
Yes.
into it, doing 11 plus 19. Nice hit. 30 points of damage as it bubbles a bunch. Your sword cutting through it. Does not look wounded yet, though. Anything else?
Then I go with my second attack.
Alright, 29 would strike again, cutting it for another 15.
Then I
which
use my
would
ability.
wound it.
I use my ability to cast. I don't know the movement range here, but it is a big. Vethmil's fought many monsters. Is there any kind of check I can make or anything to see if its movement?
So this would be a nature roll to know more about it.
Can I make that roll now or no?
Yeah, well, you can do it during your turn.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
no, you have no idea.
Yeah, right.
You
Okay.
probably haven't faced one of these before.
Yes. It seems so. Well, I definitely want to get away from it. And I will move right here with my Misty Step ability that I have through my Eladrin species.
Alright, so you poof across the room. So you'd have to probably be on this square here to be on the platform.
Oh, here we go, right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's all I can do at this moment.
Alright, so the creature is going to... yeah, so it seems to know where you are as it kind of gurgles and moves over this way. It's going to attack you with its pseudopod again, but 11 would completely miss.
Okay.
And it is also going to attempt to engulf you. Unfortunately, I don't know if you're in a place where you can get out of the way, because you're in the corner there.
Oh.
So I don't think you can make a saving throw. It would just move up and kind of move into you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, I guess you could squeeze if you wanted to. Squeeze into
I
the
guess
area
it's
there.
worth a try.
So give me a dex save.
Okay, dex save.
Alright, do you have a +5?
I do.
What's... Oh, area protection. That's what that is.
AOP, yeah.
Alright, so it would come at you, but luckily you would make it jumping back, and you are squeezing right now, which means you have disadvantage on attacks and everything attacking you has advantage while you're in a squeezed area. That's
Okay.
it for the gelatinous cube. It's your turn. What do you want to do?
It gets an oppie if I move.
Yes, but I don't know if there's
Does that-
anywhere you can really move from here. I guess, yeah, you could kind of shimmy along the wall if you wanted to
Is
go
is
this
my
way.
movement reduced or no?
Yeah, it would be half movement if you wanted to shimmy. So you could... Why is my
Okay.
thing not pinging? What's going on? Oh, well. Yeah, so you could shimmy like this way if you want to.
Okay. So yes, I choose to
So-
shimmy.
So you could move 25 feet to get to here if you want to get on this side of it.
For some reason, I can't access my token.
It's probably 'cause it's stuck in the wall. Alright. So
There
like,
we go.
you want to move there?
Yeah, like right here.
Alright, so who's going to get an oppie on you?
Okay, that's
So it comes at you with its pseudopod, but 7 would miss, and you're over here now. What do you want to do?
Are we still moving?
Well,
Like-
you've moved 30 feet so far. I don't know if you have more movement.
Yeah, you're right. I can't. Okay. I can still make an attack though. I'm within range. So-
Well, if you have a 10-foot reach, because you moved away from it. So
Okay.
unless you have a 10-foot reach or you use like a spell, I don't think you could attack it.
Yes, I'm going to use Eldritch Blast.
Alright, so you send some Eldritch Blasts at it. Do you get 2 or 3 at this level? 3. Alright, so...
3. Okay.
10 and 7. Yeah, you would strike it 3 times, doing 26 points of damage, and it looks pretty badly wounded, but it's still up. Anything else?
I hex it.
Okay. So you put a hex on it, spending a what? First level spell?
Yes.
Yeah. And usually you want to do that before you attack, because you would have gotten
Oh.
3d6 extra damage. Just
I didn't
notes
know.
for
Oh, I
next
think-
turn. So the
Okay.
creature goes. It's gonna splurt over this way and try to bop you again. But it would miss, trying to move in to engulf you. I need another dex save.
Oh boy. All right. Dex save.
21 would
21.
make it, so you can push or get pushed back 5 feet if you want.
Like back here. Oh no.
Or you could go here. That would be not. I guess that would be
Squeezing?
squeezing too. So yeah, unfortunately, you would go back into a squeezing area. But it is your turn. What do you want to do?
Okay. Well, perfect. I can shimmy this way and take the oppie.
Okay.
Are we hearing anything? I mean, you can speak to us mentally, right?
If you connected him, then he could, yes. But
I
Yes, I
was
did.
I was not aware that I was connected.
so
Yeah.
yeah, if you message him, because you could message him as well. I'm assuming he would tell you what's going on, right?
Then yes, I relayed the info and let them know
Under
what's
attack.
going on.
So can we move the lever back to get him back up here?
Or the two rods or
You
whatever.
want to try to position the two rods?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a sec. I'll let you do that after this. So you
Yeah,
come
I
down
get.
here, and what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna. Let's see here. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at it.
All right. So from close range, that would be disadvantage, but you do hit with two of them. So go ahead and give me the 2d10s plus 2d6, actually. One for each hit.
Oh,
What's
two
the warlock level? Or does it not matter with Eldritch Blast?
With cantrips, the warlock level doesn't matter. I believe it's your
Okay.
total level.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you do 11 plus 5, 16 points of damage, and the creature explodes, sending a bunch of slime everywhere.
All right. After that, I immediately run to hit the lever, and see if I can get it to go back up.
It seems like it's still stuck unless you try to force it.
Damn it.
Is he still descending?
Yes, he is still descending.
Okay. I let them know. I try to use it again, and it seems I'm gonna have to wait until I get to the bottom.
Do we want to try to open this door back up?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can just fly down there.
All right, so you're gonna try to insert the rods anyway.
Yeah.
Wildfire, you have a rod of. You can hold the door open, right, with your like the special thing we found.
Yeah, if we can pop the door open, I can probably hold it open.
Can we try that?
Sure.
So
We can get it open. So we have to use the Juggernaut's rods to open the door and see if it opens, right?
So one thing you'd notice, there do seem to be like I don't know what they'd be called. Like what are those things in locks that have to be manipulated to make the lock open?
Like the tumblers, yeah.
Tumblers, yeah. So there's something that looks like that within the openings in the wall. So you might be able to do some finagling with thieves' tools to get this to work.
Right, I'll give that a try.
Okay.
I'll give him guidance.
So Vethmil, you would really quick. You would notice as you're going down more holes appearing in the wall, like openings, and you would hear like slurping noises coming from them.
That's not good.
But give me the thieves' tool check. 20. All right. 1. So Balefire, you're messing with these, and you realize you think you've kind of jimmied one of them into position, but you have to make the other one work as well. So that'll require another thieves' tools check.
Did we lose the rods?
What rods?
The ones
The
that
Juggernaut rods?
No. I think he was just trying to finagle these. The Juggernaut rods would not have worked while the elevator was in motion, so they don't seem to do anything. Sorry, I should have led with that. 25. Yeah, so you get the second one, and suddenly the elevator would stop, and the thing up here would slide down again.
You want to try bringing the elevator back up now?
But you do see there is quite the drop to get down at this point.
So I try to hit the lever to make the elevator go back up.
It seems to be stuck.
quite the drop, like Like
It's like 100
100
feet.
feet?
Yeah.
Like 100 feet.
Let's see. How many rounds was that combat? It was going pretty slow. We'll say it's like 100 feet down or so.
100 feet down. Okay.
I think I think I got us covered. Yeah. So hey, Calgrod and Nico,
Yeah.
we can if we jump at the same time, I can feather fall us down there.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah.
when I fell 80 something feet, it almost took me out. Mind
No,
you, I was hurt.
hey, I care too much about you to risk you. Of course, I'm sure we got
Okay.
this.
All
I
right.
will I will keep I will do the rear guard with Dija. So two reasons I'm about to leave, so I will probably go in the background. So go ahead without Calgord. Calgord would kind of remain in the rear guard with Dija to make sure nobody sneak on us while you guys are down there.
Oh, do you have to
Okay,
go
so
for
we're leaving you
something?
behind.
Yeah, and when you guys have cleared down there, I will be just climbing down. So
Oh, you have to go for something in real life.
yeah. I can't stay much longer. I have like 1 or 2 more minutes.
All right. Why don't we do a 5-minute break then, since Calgrod's taking off anyway, and
And that sounds good.
yeah, do like stretch and restroom and everything, and we'll pop back in after that.
Okay.
Yeah, so Calgord will stay behind, watch with Dija the corridor to make sure the whatever killed that troll doesn't come toward us. And then when I hear the all clear from the telepathy, I will probably climb down with Dija.
Well, you would guess it was probably the Juggernaut here that killed the troll, but
Oh, okay,
I
okay,
mean,
all right,
it was squished flat, so that's what you would guess. Probably rolled over it.
And there were
okay.
tire marks on it.
Yeah, and there were the tread
Cool.
marks.
Alien
But
trip.
all right, yeah, let's take 5 minutes, and we'll be back at like
All
1:05.
right. Well, I'll see y'all next week then.
Yeah,
Yep.
see you then.
Have a good week.
Then.
Happy
Bye
4th of
bye.
July.
Happy 4th.
Yeah, and to you.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
We're just waiting for me. I'm back as well. If not, then cool.
I think we're just waiting on the DM.
Ah, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm glad I could get to join y'all.
Hmm.
I came over from the Siege Breakers group.
Okay. Cool,
Did
cool,
the
cool,
group
cool.
disband or something?
No, I my boss changed my schedule at work.
Ah,
Yeah, so told me I had to conform or they'd hire somebody else.
all right. No, that'll do it.
Yeah, when you got shitty bosses.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't really much, or rather, scared of the cube. I just honestly didn't want to be eaten by it. It didn't sound fun.
No, no, that does not.
Yeah, so thankfully that didn't happen. That what's it called? I'm trying to think. The AOP that I
Hmm.
have, it helps so much. Having that charisma at 20.
Yeah, yeah, that would do a lot.
All right, sorry about that. Took longer than I expected.
No problem.
It's
Uh,
fine.
so, how is everyone getting down?
Uh, Balefire is feather falling the two of us.
Yep.
All right, so you're gonna use the Featherfall spell. Whee! So you jump as you cast Featherfall as a reaction, and the two of you gracefully float 100 feet down.
We're gonna jump to the side so that we don't land in the cube.
The acid. All right, probably a
Um,
good call.
as they're descending, can I use my lay on hands since we're out of initiative?
Yeah, you can take an action
Here, I'll
to
link
heal
it.
yourself.
Okay. And I'm going to use 2 of my out of 30 that I have points to heal for let's see. Hit points equal to your paladin level times 5. So 6
Well,
times 5.
You can. So you can heal. Your paladin level is 6. You said.
Yes.
So yeah, you can heal up to 30 hit points with lay on hands. Then.
Okay. Oh, then maybe I only need to use one then.
Yeah, but the pool I believe is for the whole day, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Or
so
no, yeah,
till you take
yes.
a long rest. So yeah,
Yeah.
you can heal like from 74 back to 90. I think would be 16. Yeah, 16
hmm
hit points. So you can use 16 of the 30.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, then I'll use 16 then.
Okay. So yeah, you would be back at full, and
Oh, wait, what happened? Oh,
you set yourself to 16. So you want to
my
do
bad.
plus 16, but you could just set yourself to 90. So yeah,
Yeah.
you have 14 left on the lay on hands. Balefire and Nico come floating down, and Schroeder flies in. Alright, so what do you all want to do?
How do we make this thing keep going down?
Okay. So it seems like it stopped from you opening the thing up above. How do you want to try to make it go down again?
Try the lever.
Because the lever is still in the position where you pulled it to. Do you want to try to pull it back the other way?
Yeah,
Yes.
but don't break it though.
All right, I'll be gentle with it.
So it seems like the mechanism for the lever is stuck. It's not pulling in the other direction. At least not without being forced.
All right.
Hey Schroeder, is there any way you can go up there and close that door we opened?
I can try.
How would you close the door?
It's a
So
great question.
we mechanically opened it. Would I have to like thieves tool it to get it to close and then dive through it in
Well,
the end? Aisle?
the door is down, so the two openings aren't even accessible. They're in the floor right now.
Can I make what is it? Investigation checks like on the side of the walls right here and here to see if there's any like panel that I can access?
So that would be more perception. You could
Sure.
investigate the wall, I guess, to see if there's anything odd about it.
Yeah.
But no, with a 14, it just looks like the wall is scratched from where the wall descended, but you don't see any way of accessing anything mechanical.
Hmm.
Can Balefire look at the lever to see if maybe there's some way that it can be like jerry rigged or something?
Sure. So you take a look at the lever mechanism. Do you have Arcana? You're not an artificer, but do you have Arcana training?
Not yet.
Okay. So it looks like there is some sort of mechanism underneath where the lever goes down into. You probably would need someone with Arcana or someone with training in machinery, like a artificer, to look at that.
Hey Schroeder, can you come look it down at this thing and see if we can like magically like remove the safety feature for that doorway so that this thing will keep going?
Yeah.
Sure. Give me
You want me to just make a straight Arcana?
yeah, it'd be an Arcana check.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's a decent roll.
So you're looking at the mechanism, and you do see a part of it that you think is some kind of safety that is supposed to keep the door closed and the elevator from moving when it's open. It looks like if you point it out to Balefire with his thieves' tools, he might be able to disable it.
Yeah, it's this part right here. Seems to be a safety feature.
Let me see if I can jiggle it. Hey Nico, can you give me a shoulder rub while I do this?
Guidance rub.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'll pat him on the back and give him guidance.
Thanks, Nico.
There.
Dear.
All right, D4. So what would that
I gotta add
be?
this before.
22. Yeah, so you mess with it a bit with the thieves' tools, and you click the safety out of place, at which point the elevator begins to rumble as the platform continues to descend.
Yay, group effort. That's a win.
There we
That's how
go.
you jerry rig something.
Unfortunately, as it starts moving, you do hear another plop as something
Did someone just
falls
toot?
out of a hole in the wall next to a Veth Mill. So I need another bunch of initiative rolls.
There's a lot closer to normal.
Alright, so the first act, yeah, the cube apparently plopped itself in a bad place. Is not doing very well. It's initiative, but first act is Balefire. So you would see a bunch of jiggly, transparent jello suddenly plop down from a hole in the wall it came out of.
All right. I'll move here, jump over this corpse, and land here and here. Fair enough?
Yeah, so with the run, you could jump over the corpse, alright?
So that should put me in a flank with Vethmir. And I will green flame blade this thing.
So at the moment, you are not in flank. You have to be either here or here to flank it. But you could just do a normal attack.
All right. Oh, so first thing I'm going to do is I will pull out 2 weapons. I'm going to pull out my whip and my rapier.
Okay.
And so I will mark myself as having 2 weapons. Come here, you. There we go. And I will go ahead and green flame blade this thing with my rapier.
Okay. 29 would strike as you cut it, doing, let's see, 33 damage plus 13 fire. Ooh, nice hit. So 46, which definitely gets its attention as it's burned and looking wounded.
And I still have my bonus action. So I will. I'm trying to hit this thing with my whip.
Alright.
Where does the whip go? Attack.
Oh,
There it is.
Balefire has a whip.
Yeah, 24 would strike with the whip. Or 1 slashing.
Yep.
Alright. Anything else?
Nope. That's it.
Alright. Suddenly. Schroeder. I need a deck save as something comes falling out of another hole from above.
Oi,
Oi!
dicks.
Oh no!
No.
Alright, so you are suddenly engulfed by something that falls on you. Like, what the blur? And you.
Wouldn't it just pass through me?
Well.
I'm not on the ground.
Yeah, but when it falls on you, it's not like water. It is actually more like jelly. So it would probably engulf you. Let's see. I'm guessing, because you were how far up?
I was probably a good 20 feet up.
Alright. So
That's why I have the 2 marked.
I'm guessing it would probably pull you down a bit, because it does grab you when it does this. So let's say, yeah, it pulls you down a bit. You take 3d6 acid damage, which is 13, and you are restrained. Let's see. Does that? Sorry, give me a sec. I'll link it. Engulf, here it is. So yeah, you took 13 acid, and you are engulfed. You can't breathe, you're restrained. And as it moves, you move with the creature. which would be the dragging you down part. All right, so you all see Schroeder kind of struggling as if he is inside this creature, and this new one is going to attack Vethmil with a pseudopod attack. Or wait, actually... Okay, never mind. So it fell for its turn, so it doesn't get an attack as well. Vethmil, it is your turn.
All right. So you said it's best to use Hex at the beginning of a turn?
Yeah, well, you want to use it before you take your attack, so you get the
All right.
damage bonus.
So I'm cast Hex on this
Okay.
target. And then let's see. Can I can still make my attack, can I?
Yes.
Okay. So then I use my packed greatsword.
So you slice up at the creature that grabbed your ally. 24 would strike for 15. Right. Okay.
Do I get my second attack still or no?
Yeah, you get your second attack.
Okay. All right.
So 13 would strike as well. Oh, and with your hit, you did what? An extra 2 damage with your hex? Yeah, it looks like you did 2. Alright. Because hex is any attack that hits, right? Does an extra d6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so you strike with the second one, doing 15, and I need another d6, please.
Oh, another d6. Okay.
As you cut it again. Unless hex is only once. Or I think it's twice, though.
Hex is until the spell ends.
Whenever you hit. Yeah. Alright.
Yep.
Okay.
And you would have to mark yourself as concentrating. But you did another 20 damage as you cut it. And your magic once again zaps it when you hit it. Right. Anything else for you, Vethmil?
What does the concentration look like again? Is it the?
I'll put it on you just so you see it.
Okay.
It's that one.
That one. Okay.
So Schroeder, unfortunately, I think you get some stuff when you start your turn.
It's turn.
Oh wait, what am I doing? It's your turn, but yeah, it's on its turn. You're right. So what are you gonna do?
Goodbye.
All right, that's what I assumed you would do. So you poof outside as you kind of gasp for breath, but you are no longer restrained.
I don't gasp for breath. I didn't need to breathe.
Well, I assumed you weren't breathing in the glass.
Yeah.
Like, you can breathe in water. You can't just, like, you still have to breathe, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
It's not water,
yes.
Unfortunately.
You can't breathe in the acid. That would be counterproductive.
What?
Yeah, so I assume we're holding your breath for a moment.
We're hoping Schroeder's smart enough to not try.
Yeah.
I mean, acid, it has to have at least a little bit of water in it.
It's probably the same thing.
And I'll hit the one that engulfed me with a firebolt.
Alright, so unfortunately you are next to it, so that would be a disadvantage.
I am 60 feet up.
Oh, you teleported up. Okay, gotcha. Alright, so you shoot down at it. 21 would strike, burning it with fire. And, yeah, no, it takes normal damage, so it takes 19, and it looks wounded. Anything else?
That will be it.
Alright, so... another one seems to fall in from above, and it is going to attack our buddy Vethmil for its turn. Doesn't try to... Well... Yeah, I guess it'll try to engulf you. It's gonna... no, you know what? It fell down, so it's probably... Actually, it might take some damage from that fall. Because that one was a little higher. Alright, so it took 8 damage, and it does not engulf you because it can't really move that well this turn. It just fell. So it's just going to try to pseudopod you. 13, I believe, would miss you, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's it for that one. Nico, what are you going to do?
I am going to quickly measure something. Okay. Perfect. So I am going to move here, and
Okay.
I will bring my lit up shield with me. And I'm going to start up my spirit blender.
All right, so you start your spirit blender as a bunch of radiant
Will it
spirits.
blend?
Oh, that's not what I meant to click. Sorry. Ignore
Mm,
that. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's not what I clicked. That is not at all what I clicked. I clicked Spirit Guardians.
All right.
It's not. Okay, well, it's broken. But we all know what it does.
Do you have the description?
Yeah, I'll post it real
If
quick.
you just click on the spell, it should cast it.
I was clicking on the spell. I was clicking on Spirit Guardians, and it's trying to cast Spiritual Weapon.
All right, so a bunch of radiant spirits fly out from you in a 15-foot radius, attacking everything around. So go ahead and give yourself an aura and concentration.
Yes. That's going to be my turn if you'd like to move to the next person.
Okay. Next up is the gelatinous cube, which does start in your aura. Is that a wisdom save?
That is a wisdom save.
All right. The Indiana Jones spirits come at the cube, and it
And
is
where's
attacked with necrotic energy. I guess the Indiana Jones spirits would technically
it's
be,
radiant.
yeah, those would be necrotic. So I don't know what type of movie reference these would be. Go ahead and roll damage. 21 radiant. Right, so it is seared by the spirits, looking very
Angels in the outfield.
Yes, yeah,
Sure.
really. Um, and it counts as difficult terrain in my space as well.
Yeah. So this creature is going to go for Balefire. It can still move 5 feet, so it's going to attempt. Well, actually, if it does that, though, it's going to get a reaction attack, so I think it's just going to pseudopod. Well, these things wouldn't be smart. You could take a reaction if you want, as it goes to engulf Balefire. You would
Vethmir
have.
then, right?
Hmm?
That's Vethmir that gets a.
Yes, Vethmir would get the reaction. And you have to give me a dex save to try to avoid being engulfed. It should be easy for you. I think you still made it, but let me double check.
Vethmir, you are muted, but you get an oppie if you would like one.
Yeah, so 13 would be just enough. You can
Oh,
go
okay.
ahead and move into an adjacent space of your choice, Balefire.
Are you saying? Are you all saying Vethmir or Vethmil?
Vethmil
Oh, okay. All right.
is what you mean to be saying
Yeah.
is your name.
Okay.
So,
So what? Just make an attack against it.
yeah, you can make a melee reaction attack.
I'm currently sick and have one of my nostrils plugged, so
You're
I
good.
apologize if it sounds wrong.
You're good.
Alright, so Balefire, you would be squeezing there, but I assume that's preferable to being engulfed, right?
Sir.
Okay. So you cut through this creature, dealing 18 damage, and it goes and just kind of splats, running acid all over the area.
All right.
Balefire, you're up. Mark yourself as using your reaction, please, Bethmil.
Okay. Reaction is this one.
Yep.
Yes.
So I will. Let's see. Squeezing's double movement, right?
Yes.
10, 20, 30. And 20. I don't know.
And the gelatinous cubes are difficult terrain for sure.
Well, I get to avoid difficult terrain, so maybe I will just run over it and come here.
Alright, so luckily you're wearing boots, so your boots sizzle a bit as you run through acid. But since you didn't end your turn there, I'll say you didn't take damage. But your boots probably did get a little bit damaged by the acid.
That's not cool. All right, I will go ahead and cast Green Flame Blade.
All right, so you
And-
attack that one.
Get that one.
Sorry, I'm just reading something real quick. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I have another option that lets me do an attack. I mean, I could have moved somewhere else without having to go through the acid, but if I made it, then it's fine.
So 22 would strike, dealing 26 damage and 9 fire. So 35 damage to this creature as you stab it and it sizzles a bit. It does look wounded from the attack. Anything else?
The yeah bonus action. I will attack with the whip again. Oh, the whip's not magical though. Just so you know. In case that makes
No, these things don't have any, as far as I can tell, magic resistance.
4 more damage.
Alright, so you whip it for 4 more. Because there's a little splatter of acid. Alright, the gelatinous cube would be next. So it's going to move this way. And I need dex saves from the two of you if you want to avoid it.
All right.
I'm so good at those.
Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna use one of my story points, my inspirations.
Well, remember you do get
I
since you're
I have a negative modifier. I'm gonna use one
oh
of my inspirations. Yeah.
Oh, that's probably a good move. Alright, so you both make it, so you can jump to a square that's adjacent to one of the ones you're in. Oh,
oh
so you
Is-
jump
is
out of the
that-
way.
that works. Okay.
Alright, it's going to continue moving this way at this point. So Vethmil, actually no, it's going to go towards the 2. So Nico, I need another save.
Then I'm gonna use another point.
And
So
let me
it's
just-
merging with the other one.
No, it's just. Oh yeah,
They're
there's
squishy.
another one there. I guess it would be slightly merging. So yeah, because it does say it can move into other creatures' squares.
Does the other one need a dex save too?
I think.
And then if
Thank
they
goodness for these
push
points.
the other one away.
All right,
shouldn't it?
yeah, you know what? It's gonna go south. We'll just make this
Okay,
easier.
then I'm gonna
Vethmil.
take my point back.
Yeah,
if that's all right.
Vethmil, I need a dex
Okay.
save.
Yeah, I can do that for you.
Yeah, so you can move again. And let's see, it moved 5, 10, so it gets one more movement. It's going to try one more time. Huh, yeah.
That's fair. 1 second. Why? What's going on here? There it goes. Sorry, my character sheet was acting weird.
Okay. Yeah, so you jump out of the way again, and it is now your turn. So go ahead and move
Great.
yourself first, wherever you're going to
So
jump to.
adjacent, I can go right here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna use. It's a good
Oh,
question.
right. But before you go to his turn, is it too late for me to remember that my spirit guardians are up? If it is, that's fine.
No, I can do a save for it. So it does a wisdom save.
Sorry.
And actually, for next time, that would mean it could not move this much. But it does fail, so it takes 9 points of radiant. Blub, 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 blub. All right. So Vethmil, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna use Green Flame Blade,
Okay.
and I make my attack.
Okay. 15 would strike with the first attack.
All right.
For
And
13.
then,
Is this the cursed one?
yes,
So
this
it
is
does
the one.
another d6.
Okay, D6.
Okay.
And then I make my second attack.
All right, you swing a second time. Yeah, 21 would strike.
Okay,
Cutting
so
into it.
that's a 1. I can re-roll this with one of my paladin feats. I'm trying to figure it out.
Is that
Uh,
greater weapon master?
Possibly. Yes. Wherever it's at, I'm looking for it. Where did I put it?
It should be
Oh,
under
there it
your
is.
abilities. Yeah, so you can re-roll that d6 right now. And I will. Well,
Oh,
no,
oh well.
just re-roll the d6. You don't have
Oh,
to re-roll.
D6.
Yeah, just roll a d6 and I'll.
Okay. There we go.
All right, so the one becomes a 5, and you deal. So it's +4. So you deal 17 damage, which
Okay.
either way, it was very low. Would cut through the creature, killing it.
All right. And then I guess can I use my bonus action still or no?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, I think they probably have it. I'm just going to. Oh, if my character sheet. Let's stop acting weird. There we go.
I mean,
All right,
Go.
Schroeder. Or did you say you were doing something or weren't?
Yeah. I believe this takes. Let me check. Yes, bonus action. Spiritual weapon,
Okay,
but I
so
I don't know if I can use it this turn. I think I have to wait till next turn.
No, when you cast it, you can use it.
Oh, okay. Well, perfect. Then I use it. Can I use it on this right
Where are
here?
you
yeah.
placing it?
So you're spending another second level spell.
Yes.
All right. So you spend another second level spell. Go ahead and pull the spiritual weapon out and give me an attack with it.
Okay. How do I pull it out? What's the token
It
or
should be
thing look
under
like?
the spell effects. There should be a spiritual weapon.
Spell effects. What does it look like?
It is under resources.
Oh, resources.
Spell
Spell
effects.
effects.
And
Okay.
I guess you could use the 5-foot cube. Doesn't
5 foot cube.
yeah.
Okay. Do I just? Oh, you already dragged it. Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead and just give me an attack with the spiritual weapon.
Um, 1d8 plus.
That's the
You have
damage.
to roll a weapon attack.
Oh, I have to roll okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Which
Do I
is,
just?
if you click on the spell, it should just do the attack for you.
It should just do the attack. Okay. All right. Click on it.
So yeah, 27 would strike as the spiritual weapon slams into this thing. Now go ahead and roll damage. Alright, 13.
And I end my turn with that.
Alright, so Schroeder, what are you gonna do?
Nice little firebolt.
So you send a firebolt screeching down from above for 19 damage as the creature is further wounded. That's it for you?
Yep.
Alright, the gelatinous cube is going to come up this way. So
Blender.
oh yeah, Blender first.
too.
Blender. No, it would fail, taking 13, and it is
Here.
down.
Champ.
So Nico, you hear more squishing noises coming from some of the holes in the area.
Oh, I wasn't planning on dropping my blender until we were out of the elevator.
Yeah. But just for reference, what's your perception?
Mine?
Yeah.
Mine's pretty low. I think it's a 13.
Alright, so you probably can't pinpoint where exactly it's coming from.
Yeah. But I am in the habit of leaving it going for at least 1 or 2 minutes after combat usually. So
Alright.
I
So
recommend getting towards the center of the elevator.
yeah, well, it's going to be a new round. Just give me a moment to do this. So,
is Hex still on the dead gelatinous cube for another like half minute or so?
well, the hex lasts for an hour,
Okay.
unless concentration is dropped.
Perfect. And what ability did we do for this one? Is it just strength again?
I assumed strength, yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
So,
but I was probably about to drop concentration since it's dead.
Well, there's still more that we can hear.
Yeah, and
Oh, okay.
you can use your bonus action to change it to another
Okay,
one.
then I'll wait.
yeah, sorry, just give me one moment here.
Pick between that or the spiritual weapon attacking. I guess
Mhm.
would be your bonus actions. Plus, apparently, you have like 20 other things that you can do. But
Well, switching a hex on it just will increase the damage over time.
Yeah.
The spiritual
Yeah.
weapon will just stay around until it's used.
yeah, so
Alright, so Balefire, you as well hear a bunch of squishing coming from the areas around the elevator, as there's a bunch of holes in the wall here. What are you going to do for your turn?
I am going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 to 30, 35, and then dash and climb up on top of this guy.
Okay, so you hop up on top of the Juggernaut there, which luckily seems to be inactive. Vethmil. Or were you doing anything else, Balefire? Sorry.
Yeah, I will ready an action to attack anything that with a green flame blade that any gelatinous cubes that come within my reach.
Okay. Vethmil, what about you?
I'm just gonna go ahead and take the dodge.
Okay, you take dodge action. Gotcha.
Yeah, just
So
in case.
next up.
Oh,
Oh, well, I forgot I had them all selected. But a bunch more come into view. I'll just say you see them all at the same time. This one goes first, and it's going to try to engulf you.
does it need a wisdom saving throw for entering?
Yeah, I'll say it came out of the wall and entered your area, so let's do a wisdom save. That's fair. So... Wait, what's going on? Oh, I see. That's what's going on. Alright, so it does a wisdom save. Nope, it would fail, so go ahead and give me some damage.
I had just rolled them. Sorry, I can re-roll if you'd like.
No, that's fine. So it takes 14 as it kind of enters the area, and it's going to move 5 feet this way. Vethmil, since you were dodging, you do have advantage on your deck save.
okay. Let me click on this. Dex save. There we are.
Okay, so you made it, so you get to move 5 feet to get away. Alright, it's boxing you in here. That's
I
it for
know.
this one. This one up here goes, so it will also
Wait.
make a save.
Wait.
Hmm?
I was just reminding of
yeah.
the wisdom save.
Wisdom save, yeah. It would fail, so it takes 15 searing damage, and it's going to move this way and do a attack with its pseudopod at you, Nico.
Okay.
14.
That missed.
Yeah, so you put your shield up and block it. This one up here is going to make a wisdom save. Nope. So give me some damage. Aren't you glad you stopped the elevator to get all your friends in on this? This
That would have been.
would have been nasty if Vethmil had to fight all these.
It would have been.
So
Thank
it's
goodness we have telepathic ability to talk with each other.
yeah. All right, so this one's going to try to engulf you, Nico. I need a dex save.
I'm gonna use that point, story point.
Okay.
Oh, doesn't matter.
Oh, so you are engulfed. So you're restrained, and you take 3d6, which is going to be 10 points of damage, and just mark yourself as restrained. And I think I need a concentration check from you.
Yes. Ba, ba, ba.
To hold your spell.
I do have advantage on that
Is your
because of
Warcaster, right?
yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, you hold your spell. That is it for the gelatinous cube. Schroeder.
And sorry, which
I-
one is restrained?
It's the. So it says
The
it
hand?
on the chat there if you look.
Okay.
It's
Sorry.
the fishing net.
Okay. Perfect.
So, since Nico is engulfed currently, would she technically be hit by a fireball?
Yes, she's not protected from AOE spells.
Hmm. And how tall are these cubes?
They're 10 feet.
Wonder if there's a way I can position it to where it hits the top of the cube, but not Nico.
I mean, I'm only 2 feet shorter.
Yeah, I mean it would probably hit her as well. It would be hard to position it
Okay.
exact.
Then would this be a better option? This would be the better option. I'm gonna use Steel Wind Strike.
Yeah, that's what I assumed you were gonna do. Alright, so you cast Steel Wind Strike, which means you get to make, was it 4 or 5 attacks?
5.
Alright,
So I get to hit all of them.
so you're going for each of them once?
I'm gonna go for the one engulfing Nico first.
Okay, so go ahead and give me an attack roll. So it's very likely you will hit.
I'm just gonna use a firebolt for the to hit.
Okay. Yeah, 23 will strike. So I'm guessing we're using the 22 force damage.
May as well. I'll just recast it for the next ones.
Alright, so 22 force damage. Second attack on this one.
Yeah, I don't think I can actually hit the same one multiple times.
Okay. So 23 will. Or wait, no. Go ahead and make a second attack.
Yeah, I just choose up to 5 creatures I can see within range and make a melee spell attack against each. Ooh, that's not
so
good.
12 would actually still hit. These things are not armored at all.
And then
So
there's
I think
the damage for it.
Okay. So that does another 33, or it does 33 force to this one, which would wound it. Third attack.
There.
Yeah, that would strike as well. Doing another 34 force. Fourth attack.
24.
Yes, 24 would strike as well for another 20 force damage, and fifth attack. Yep, 14 would strike again for 31. All right, which would wound that one. So there is a lot of splatting as your massive hits bury into these creatures, though none of them are dead. Anything else?
No.
Alright, this one goes. So Balefire, you could trigger your reaction now, as it's
So
right
that's gonna
next to
be
you.
a green flame blade attack at that one.
Yep.
Did we say I can ready a green flame blade, right?
Yes, it would just require concentration, as readying a spell always does.
Even though it's a cantrip, right? Anyway, either way, I think we're good, right?
Yeah, so 25 would strike, doing 25 points of damage, plus 9, 34. A nasty hit. That would wound it.
And
And
he'll
14 to which one?
sideways this one.
Alright, so the other one is burned for 14. But the creature is going, so go ahead and mark yourself as using a reaction.
Right. And you got the sneak attack. Sorry. Okay.
And if it's starting its turn in my aura, I need to say it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting to it.
Okay. I
All
was
the
looking something
blenders.
up and didn't want to miss it. Sorry.
That's fine. 14, I believe, would fail.
It does.
These things are not very wise. Doing another 8 points of radiance as it's burned. But I think it's going to continue going at Balefire. Yeah, it's going to go... I don't think it can climb because you're up there. So it's going to pseudopod at you. 17, I assume, would miss.
Sorry. Yes. Correct.
Nico, you are engulfed. So on the start of your turn,
Start of its turn.
Right, start of its turn. So you're engulfed. What are you gonna do, Nico?
I can use my action to make a DC 12 strength check, it says. To try to get it.
Yes. Well, so to get
Right
out,
near the bottom.
Yeah, it's like the second to last
yeah. So you can
sentence.
try to break out with a DC 12 strength check as your action.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Strength check, not saving throw. Not that they're actually any different. There we go.
All right. So you use your action to pull yourself out. Where are you going?
Down here.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry, I didn't mean to move your spiritual weapon. I was trying to move my torch. If you want to move your spiritual weapon back, I can't actually grab it anymore. Sorry.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. And because I was restrained, do I have a movement of 0 for my turn?
So I think when you break the restraint, you can move again. So
Okay.
you spent 10 feet of movement to move there because that's difficult terrain.
Okay. Cool. Then I will. I will move another bit south. I'll take the OP. That's fine.
Yeah, it's going to swing at you with its pseudopod. 21.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you are smacked for 13 acid damage.
Cool.
Anything else?
I need to do a con save.
Yeah, concentration.
No.
Oh no, the spirit
Blender is
blender is
down.
gone. Anything else for you?
No. That will be all.
Alright, so
Thank-
unfortunately you did end within the dead gelatinous cube, so
Right.
you would take 7 points of acid damage as your toes are getting burned.
Yep. I will do that as well.
Alright, so there's no more spirit blender. This one's
I'll
gonna
take that
move.
down in just a second. Sorry.
It can't really. I mean, I guess it could diagonal move. So 5, 10. Nico, I need a deck save.
Come on.
Bastards.
These guys just like me too much. Sure. I'm gonna use one of my points again. Am I within the 10 feet? Do I
No.
get or no?
No, you're outside Veth Mill's aura.
Cool. I'm still gonna use one of my story points.
Okay. 13 would be enough, so go ahead and dodge to another space nearby.
We'll go. Is diagonally count? Yeah.
Yeah, you can go diagonal. Alright, so then the creature's going to come over to here and end its turn. Balefire, top of the round.
All right. I will go ahead and swing at the one to the north of me with a green flame blade.
Okay. Aha.
Rapier.
Yeah, 23 would stab it. Doing 31, which would drop it.
And 15 jump to this one.
Okay. Anything else?
Yep. With my whip, it's got to reach a 10. I'm going to go ahead and whip at that one to the right of me,
Alright.
to my east.
You do a whip attack down at it.
Yeah.
Whoosh. Yep, 20 would strike with the whip for 1.
Yep.
Alright. Vethmil.
All right.
This thing's closing in on you.
So I'm not gonna worry about Hex. I'm going to move the spiritual weapon over here. Can I do that?
Yeah.
All right. And use my my bonus action to go ahead and make an attack with it.
Alright. So the spiritual weapon comes spinning over towards the creature. 22 would strike.
Oh, does it? Does it require me to use a spell every time?
No.
No. Okay. I don't know why it was saying.
So it will, unfortunately, you would have to make another macro for damage because it's linked to being clicked. So unfortunately, it's going to try to drop a spell every time you cast it. So you might just want to make a damage macro separate from the spell for that. But 8 points of damage. All right, so it is barely hanging on, but it's still alive.
Okay. I'm going to use my packed greatsword.
Yes, 13 would cut into it, and it is splattering.
Okay. So let me see here. How far is? Oh, that's perfect. Okay. I am moving. Yeah.
That's
How would
all
that work?
difficult terrain.
There's
Yeah,
just
that's what
acid
I'm
all
thinking.
over the place.
Ugh.
So that would be 35 feet of movement to move up there.
Yeah, that's just not happening. Okay. Can I cast Eldritch Blast or no?
Well, I guess you haven't cast a spell yet, so yeah, I think you could cast Eldritch Blast. Well, no, because you attacked, so no, you can't.
I attacked. So,
Yeah.
so
So I think
I
that's it
can-
for you, right?
yeah, that's all I can do. I mean, I don't want to get close
All right,
like that.
so this one up
Same.
here, it's gonna go kind of down this way, ending its turn there. This one over here can't go through its friend, so I think it's going to just sit there for the time being. Schroeder.
Oop.
Alright, so you hurl a fireball down on them. So there is an explosion of flame.
That's a cube. That's the wrong one. But
Oh.
whatever. It's hitting all of them.
Yeah, so the 3 of them have to make dex saves, which luckily they are very good
And let
at.
me double check. Yep, that is the correct damage.
So the first one is going to roll -3, take 31, and become very wounded. The second one is going to roll a -1, also take 31, and become very wounded. Or more wounded. And the final one, let's do another dex save. Fail and take 31 and also be very wounded. Anything else?
I'm gonna medicine check this one.
Okay. So the gelatinous cube goes. Well, no, that one's dead. Nico goes.
Can I see what this one's got left?
Yep.
Probably on its last
Yeah, I'm figuring probably, but
last little gel.
yeah. Awesome. Cool. I will. What do I want? Yeah, I'll cast Inflict Wounds on that one.
Alright, so you grab the creature, attempting to inflict some wounds on it. So it makes. Well, you would definitely hit, doing 14 necrotic. However, the acidic nature of the creature, I think you would take some acid damage from touching it.
Yep.
Because you do have to touch it for the spell, which does 13 points of acid damage as you are singed by it.
Ouch.
But you do 14 points back to it, and it is barely alive.
Yeah, I was hoping it would do a touch more. That will be all.
Alright, so the creature is going to come down here, and unfortunately, I don't think there's anywhere you can go.
No, there's not.
So you would be engulfed, taking another 3d6, 12 points of damage. But that would be it for its turn. Balefire. So you're restrained and you cannot breathe.
That's her, not me, right?
Yeah, that's her.
So there's none right next to me, so I will. Was that 5?
There's a bunch of acid puddles near you, but no.
Yeah, and I'm on top of this thing, so I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna come here, jump over to this one,
Okay.
and then move up here and green flame blade the one to the north of me.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's most likely dead. I don't think unless you roll that. So it would drop Nico as it turns to a puddle of acid.
Right, and then the green flame blade's gonna jump. Oh, there's gonna be 11 to that one.
All right. And that one is singed as it also turns into a puddle of acid. Anything else?
I'll call out to Nico. Hey, Nico, climb up onto this thing. I'll share my ride with you.
All right. Vethmil.
All right, so going to cast all 3 Eldritch Blasts at this cube.
So you could use your bonus action to move your curse over to it first, thus giving yourself 3d6 extra damage.
Yeah, I'll do that. Completely forgot.
All right, so it is cursed. All 3 would hit. So give me 3 damage rolls plus 3d6.
All right, that's
15, 24,
Ouch.
and 3d6. 24, 37. All right, so it explodes as force damage, just sends chunks of cube everywhere.
all right.
Which would end the combat, as it doesn't seem like any more are coming. The elevator would go for a bit more down, or would go down for a bit longer, and you would enter into a new area, but I'm going to save that for next time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, depending on how long it takes, I would be collecting.
Yeah, we can save that for next time. Go ahead and let's do MVP votes.
So it's slash WGM. Yep.
GM or DM, either way.
Okay.
And I guess Calgrod probably climbed down. It's a bit of a climb, but you can make it. Alright, I got 3 votes. Need 1 more. So Vethmel with 2 votes, you're MVP. Congrats.
Oh, thank you.
And welcome to the group.
Yeah, good game, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one died. Yay.
No one died. So yeah, we'll pick it up next week, but I'll take off for now, and I'll see you all then.
All right,
Well,
happy
Yeah. Have a
4th,
good
everybody.
week, everyone.
Well,
Yeah. Happy 4th.
I actually will be around for a bit taking some notes, but yeah, I'm assuming you all are taking off. So yeah, happy 4th, and we'll pick it up next time.
Yeah. I need rest. Trying to get over this sickness.
Yes. Go
Are
do
you
that.
down? Are you down with the sickness?
I am down with the sickness.
Right.
Wah.
Or maybe not down with the sickness, depending on how he feels.
He's got the vid.
No.
What's your out of game name, Vethmel? I should put down for
You
the
can
player
just
name.
put Reiku.
Very
That's
cool. All right,
yeah.
just for my notes here.
Yeah. So, sorry, I woke up kind of late, so I didn't get to review the character with you too much.
Oh, that's fine. We
What do
pretty
you?
much got it down.
Okay. What do you think? Decent character.
Yeah, no, it should be. It seems like it works fine with the group. It's a good reason for you to be here.
Yeah. Yeah. I figured it would work very well. Definitely more fleshed out than Elric.
Yeah.
For sure. All right. Well, I'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
I have a quick question.
All right.
Like a mechanics question, I guess. Flame Strike. The spell description says that the fire comes down out of the sky at an enemy. So does that mean it could not be used indoors? Because it doesn't actually say it can't be used indoors, but it does specify that
I don't think. Does it specifically say it comes from the sky or from above, or what does it say?
I'll double check it. Because I was debating preparing it, and then I saw that, and I was like, yeah, I didn't want to waste a bunch of game time trying to figure out what my spell did. Um, Flame Strike. Vertical column of divine fire rains down from the heavens in a location you specify.
Heavens is. You could do it indoors. It just means from above.
All right.
Usually it'll say it has to be outdoors, so you're fine.
Okay, perfect. Then I will remember that for the future.
No problem.
All of my reactions rely on the enemy actually doing an attack, not just schlumping into someone.
Mhm.
Yeah, these are kind of a weird enemy.
I was so ready, and I have a new reaction that I can use, and I couldn't, because nothing actually attacked anyone near me.
Yeah, I was glad that Riku was able, or you all were able to stop the elevator before all the gladness cubes got on. That would have been.
It would have been so much fun if I was the one in the elevator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it probably would have been less damage for Nico. Well,
Well, for everyone, they wouldn't have been able to reach me.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
I could have
unfortunately,
just taken my sweet time hitting him with
Yeah.
firebolts.
And just waited for it to get to the bottom so they were all in it.
Yeah.
but you didn't know more were getting on, so
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have needed to stop it either.
That's alright.
yeah, you could have floated above. But unfortunately, he did not know a bunch of gladness cubes were gonna hop on the elevator.
Yeah, I think we were a little bit more worried about the juggernauts.
Yes, which was a bit of a misdirect, as they are not actually active. But
So, feel free to not answer, but is it possible for me to extract the essence from them since they're deactive?
the Juggernauts, probably not, because there's no magic in them. They have to be
Okay.
actually enchanted. I mean, there's preservation magic, but these weren't
Yeah, but
actually
it's
created.
basically like they they're not finished. They're
Yeah,
just
exactly.
shells.
Exactly. So, there's
Okay,
no actual essence within them right now. So,
fair enough.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a nice long shower, see if that helps.
I'm going to end the stream. Hope everyone watching had fun. See you next time.